And now for the answers. Such as they are. I mean, I know this is dreadful, and this is why I skipped, because stuff like this just makes everybody sad. What is the record time for a top to spin? I think the answer to that is nobody cares. 2 hours-ish. I mean, oh my God, 2 hours. You're spinning a plate for 2 hours. After you've seen like 3 or 4 seconds, most people have think, you know what, that's enough of that. I'm moving on with my life. Why might a top spinner need great strength to spin a top? You'd need great strength and physical prowess because if you try and do this in front of a lot of people, they're going to want to kill you. What are the 2 kinds of contests involving tops? Explain how participants in these contests can win. I think if you're playing a game of tops against other people, everybody involved in this situation has already lost. And there's no discussion of that. How wide can a kite be? Again, the answer to these questions is usually who cares? I think it says here it can be 3 meters, but I actually judge myself slightly harshly for even knowing that. So, yeah, this sucks. How does a flying kite create sound? They put things sticking out the back so that it makes a horrible sound as it drives along. It's just the worst. What are kites and kite flyers judged on in competitions? Their failure as a human being. You know, we're given this amazing gift of human life, and they're flying around their mum's bed sheets with some sticks attached to it. So basically, you're being judged on your inability to get married and have children and pass on your terrible, damaged genes. What is used to play Sepak takraw? I don't even know because I wasn't really paying attention. It's a ball about the size of a large grapefruit. It should be a large grapefruit. I would love to see a load of people headbutting a grapefruit until they black out. I would watch that. That would be funny. How are points scored in the game of Sepak takraw? I mean, I know the answer is the ball falling on the ground. How many times can you keep it up? But again, points should be scored for. Yeah, they should have teams, and the more people in the team, the bigger a loser you are. You know, it's not something people should be doing. In Cog-Cac, is Cog-Cac a physical or mental game? I mean, they pretend it's a game of wits, but rolling marbles doesn't require a lot of wits. It just doesn't, and it's kind of makes me want to judge these people. It requires huge skill to be able to roll a marble. It's not even a wheel, it's a sphere. No matter which way you roll it, it's going to roll. You know, it doesn't take any skill to roll a marble. Even basic things. I mean, James could do it, even if I didn't tell him how to do it. What equipment do you need to play Cog-Cac? Presumably you need a head injury. What type of seed is often used as a substitute for marbles by Kampung children? I'm going to answer this because it might be in your exam. Red saga seed. Red saga seed. Red saga seed. What colour? Red. What kind? Saga. Now you know. The more you know. What is a cactus made of? No one cares. Why do you think games provided by nature would provide the best childhood memories? Because the text tells us so. I don't see any reason why that would be true. The best childhood memories don't come from picking your games off trees. They come from interaction with people who have changed your life. So this is nonsense. Why do you think it's important for older people to remember their childhood games? Because we learn a lot about interaction from our young experiences, and that's actually true. You know, I learned most about the human race from being a child and just learning to hate people, and that taught me a lot about how people interact and how they really are, and why I should hate them. And it's grown me up in good stead. So I didn't enjoy that. That's why I skipped this crap, because essentially worthless. I hope you feel like you learned something from this about how red saga seeds are red, and they come from saga and their seeds. I hope that that's the takeaway from this. So remember that, and remember again that Teacher Jack looks after you by skipping this stuff and trying to do something more interesting. Can you imagine if I was the kind of teacher that just did everything from the book? This would be your daily grind. So I hope you've learned something about me, about yourself, and about red saga seeds. Red saga seeds.